Welcome back to a new video. This week I am bringing you guys along for a week in my life. I have lots and lots of work this week, lots of traveling and sessions, and then a wedding this weekend. So I thought it'd be the perfect week to bring you guys along and just show you what my life looks like day to day being self-employed. I'm a photographer. It's gonna be full of course, working, traveling, and lots of editing. I am hanging out with a friend on Wednesday and that'll be fun. I have garden updates for you guys too if you haven't been keeping up with me over on TikTok or Instagram. I did recently post an update on here too, so if you see my shorts. Lots of recipes and just lots of random things this week. I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along. Today's Monday and so far right now it's almost 1 o'clock, but this morning I just got ready for the day and went to Walmart to pick up our grocery order. I just did like a curbside pickup order, and then I came back, unloaded everything, did my quiet time in Luke. I read about the prodigal son, and then I just started working on some editing. I finished editing an engagement session. I sent some previews for a wedding this weekend, and then I culled a session, a grad session, started editing it, and then I decided that it felt like a good time to start this video before I got too invested in what I was doing, because I'm definitely the type of person that likes to finish something once I start it. So that is where I'm at right now, and I'm kind of getting hungry. So I was gonna show you guys what I've been doing for lunches. So I've been getting these, the turkey polska. You know, this whole time I've been saying polka. I don't know how to say this, kielbasa. I genuinely have never heard anyone say it out loud. So I may be saying that wrong, but I've been getting these and then just cutting them up and browning them on the stove top, and then just like splitting it up and eating a little bit of that as my lunch every day, and just pairing it with, like, I've been cutting up Honeycrisp apple and then like some just whatever random stuff, whatever I'm feeling. So they only had one in stock, so they just gave me these other two that are a different brand, and I'm just gonna cut them all up and then brown them together, and then that's what I'll eat off of this week. Listening to What We Said podcast while I'm gonna do this. I will literally use these college Target plates and bowls forever. This stuff is like drugs. If I just start eating out of the bag, I could literally eat the entire thing. So I have to, every time I'm gonna eat it, I have to measure out. I usually measure out a serving or a little more. A serving is 28 grams. And then put the bag up, or else I don't have self-control. And I got these Honeycrisp apples from Aldi, and maybe I'm just late to the game, but I didn't know that if you put apples in the fridge, they last so much longer. Like, they can last up to like 3 months. So definitely put your apples in the fridge once you get them, because they just last so much longer. I was amazed. It's now 3:07. I have been editing, then I just quickly got dressed. I'm about to go on a run, so I'm just wearing my favorite biker shorts. These are Under Armour, and then this is a Lululemon workout shirt that Drew got me for my birthday, and then I have on my running shoes. They are Diodoras, I don't know how to say them, but I'm breathing hard because I just did my warm-up before my run outside, out back. I'm training for a 10K. I'm just using the Nike Run app, so I'm about to go on a run, I'm gonna kind of be rushed a little bit because I think I'm gonna go in like a 40-ish minute run, but it's hot outside, so I'm kind of nervous as to how I'm gonna do. But I'm just gonna take it really, really slow and run through my neighborhood, which is very hilly, so it's kind of rough. But that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'll have to come back in and get ready to go. Probably gonna leave around 4:30 because the shoot is at Clemson University, which is actually where I went, and it's a grad session. Need to go ahead and get going, but just wanted to give you an update. I am not a cute runner. Do you see this? I don't even know if it's showing up because the window right here is so bright, even with the curtains drawn. I sweat so much, my face gets so red, and I get so thirsty. My mouth is like chronically dry. But let me show you my stats. Here's what we ran: 3.45 and 38 minutes, 11:14 pace. I'm gonna go shower really quick, just a little rinse off all of my sweat, and then I'm gonna get ready and then hopefully leave within 15 minutes. I just got back home and I stopped by QT on the way. There's a new one right near where we live and it's dangerously close. I got caffeine-free Diet Coke and it's so good. Before I left, I browned some sausage so that way Drew could put together a sausage and rice casserole. That's my grandma's recipe and it's so good. So that's baking right now, but it's taking so long. And it's 8:56, so we're just gonna have a super late dinner. But the shoot was really good. It was so busy there just because it's grad season. Everyone's getting their photos done. It was perfect weather, and the girl that I was taking photos of was super sweet. Here's the casserole. It looks so good. Here's a little update on what the flower garden looks like currently. You can see lots and lots of sprouts. We have cosmos sprouting, zinnias, poppies, pretty much everything I planted, so that's very encouraging. And thank you guys so much for your love. There's a lot of new faces around here, and I'm just so thankful for you guys being here. Make sure to stick around, go ahead and subscribe for more garden updates because I will be keeping you guys updated, especially when we have our first blooms, hopefully within the next month or two. It is the next day. It is 11:20 and this morning I just came downstairs, watered the flower bed, and then I made my coffee and ate a granola bar, did my quiet time. And then I just opened my computer and started editing. I uploaded the photos from last night and then sent that girl a preview of her photos, and then finished editing a little vlog that I'm going to post from when we went to Universal. And now I'm editing another senior session, grad session from a few weeks ago that I'm going to finish today. And the plans for the rest of the day, I definitely want to run this afternoon. I don't know, I'll probably eat lunch kind of soon because I have to leave around 3:30. My grandparents' dog actually had puppies last week, and so I'm gonna go see those because I have a shoot really close to where they live, and so I'm gonna head down there before my shoot, go see the puppies, and then I'll go to the shoot from there. And so I'm so excited for that. I'll probably have to go on my run at like 2, and if I want to do that, I would probably have to eat lunch in like 30 minutes, and I like to eat lunch later, like 1:30-ish, but I don't want to be having really bad cramps and like side stitches and feeling like I'm going to throw up while I'm running. So that's what the plan is for the rest of the day. I'm so excited to see the puppies. And then tonight the session is a bridal session, and it's at this like beautiful, really pretty spot. I will try to get a few clips if I can. It's just perfect for bridal. So that's what I'm doing today. I just heated up some leftovers for lunch. I just got ready to go on a run. I'm doing this one in the Nike Run app. It's the 5K tempo run, but it's 8K total because it's a 1.5K warm up and cool down. We'll see how it goes. But it's 2 right now and I'm about to do my warm up. I always have to put my hair in a ponytail and then a braid or else it gets so tangled. I just have on my same biker shorts, the Under Armour ones, and then I have on this Lululemon, or this is a Lululemon dupe top. It's so wrinkly right now, but it's actually really nice. It's not the same fabric as the Lululemon one, but it's very lightweight. And then this bra that I have on is actually amazing. It is a Lululemon dupe as well, and I loved it so much that I got 3 more because all my sports bras were literally from like 2015 and before. I'm not even joking. I think I have those linked in my Amazon storefront if you're interested, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my warm-up and then go on my run. I can't believe I'm showing how red my face is right now on the internet, but I'm gonna show you guys my stats. I could not finish this. It was supposed to be 8K, so 1.5 warm up and cool down and 3K or 5K in the middle. But it is so dang hot right now. I mean, my face, and you can see my sweat is disgusting as proof. So I'm gonna go upstairs and just sit in front of the fan for a little bit, and then I'm gonna shower. I'm wearing my overalls again, and I got a little snack. I realized that like all of the shorts that I have are so old. None of them are my style anymore, / only one pair is kind of like normal, like regular jean shorts, but they're just like too tight for comfort. And I just like a loose fitting, comfortable jean fabric, but they're just not comfy. And I'm leaving now. I'm home and I made dinner. Thankfully Drew got started on it before I made it home because I got home at like 7:58. But this is dinner. It was just creamy shells and beef, and then I made some garlic knots over here with it in the air fryer. The puppies were so cute and so sweet. It was great to get to see them and see my grandparents, and my mom was there, and actually my aunt and uncle were there too, so it was a lot of fun. And then the shoot was beautiful. It was an overall good day. I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready for bed, and I will see you guys in the morning. This is my friend Abby. She came over for coffee and we went on a walk. And now she's about to leave, but I wanted to get her on the vlog. Hi vlog. Just eating leftovers for lunch. Abby just left watching one of my favorite shows, but I don't want to say the name because I may get demonetized, but I love this show. If you've never watched it, you should watch it. It's a little bit later now. It is 1:54, and like I said, Abby came over this morning, got a little bit of work done this morning before she came, and then we hung out. We hadn't seen each other in a really long time, so I made her some coffee, made her a latte, and then we just went on a little walk around the neighborhood, and then she left. I ate lunch, and then I've just been editing some photos / doing a lot of just like random administrative work like emailing and scheduling and stuff like that. Tonight I have another grad session at Clemson. This one is 5 girls and it should be really good. The weather's nice today. In the meantime, I may go on a run, but my knee has been giving me a little bit of trouble, so I may just go on a walk just to have like an active recovery day, but still like get some exercise in, because mine and Abby's walk was really short. It's like a mile, and so I may do that and also just keep working until I have to leave, probably around like 4:30, maybe a little before then. I really have not been vlogging today. It's literally 10:30 right now at night, but it was just kind of a doozy. Basically, I just worked on some more computer work after that, and I got ready to go to my shoot. I went on a walk by myself for an hour, and then I got ready and left for my shoot, and I was like 30 minutes down the road, it started raining, and I had noticed it was getting dark, and I was like, you know, there was no chance of rain tonight. Like, when I checked last night, it was 0%, so I didn't even check today. I checked the radar. It says rain until 9 p.m. So I called the girl who I I'm doing the shoot for, it was a girl and then 4 of her friends. I was like, is it raining where you are? And she was like, it is drizzling. And she was like, I didn't even notice. And then she told me that her friends had just started texting about the rain. And so basically, long story short, we are having to reschedule until next week, which is really unfortunate because like I was already on the way and stuff, but it's also just like nobody's fault. Like you really can't help it. And sometimes pop-up storms happen and you just have to be flexible. So I'm glad we were able to reschedule because it is hard to coordinate with 5 different girls plus me. So anyway, I just came back home and I was talking to my friend on the phone because she called me, and then I just sat in the car and talked to her for like an hour, and it was just really good to catch up because she lives very far away, a country away. So then I just came inside, we had dinner, and have just been kind of chilling out ever since. I'm about to shower and get ready for bed, so I will catch you guys in the morning. I smile. I am absolutely dead now. I walked with my friend and we met at 9 and it's now 11:40 and I just got home, but she could only walk for like 45 minutes because she had to go out of town later today. So I was planning on staying there. I brought my running shoes to change into. I stayed to go on a little run, but I didn't realize in my running plan that I'm doing a 10K training on the Nike Run Club app, was like a long run. It was like 5.6 miles and I've never run that far. I've only ever run 5 miles before. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna start this and just see how I'm doing. And I've been watching so many girls running vlogs on TikTok, and I saw this one girl who was training for a marathon, and I think she ran 13 miles maybe, and she was like, I cannot imagine running 13 more miles right now. Like, she was just dead. She was saying her body was hurting. And someone in the comments was like, something I learned from marathon training is that you can always run more. No matter what, you will think you're dying and you can still run more. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go into this with that perspective because no, it's not a marathon I'm training for and it's not super far, but for me it was a challenge. And so the place I was running to was very hilly, but we made it. I ran 5.6 and it was like an hour and 7 minutes. I sweat so much and I didn't shower, or I showered last night, but I didn't wash my hair because I knew this morning I was gonna do this. So I'm about to shower. I have like so much dirt and stuff on my legs that just flew up from running. And then I'll eat lunch and try to get some work done today before I have to head to the mountains tonight, which is exciting. I've been to these mountains a billion times, but it's gonna be a beautiful day. I'm shooting some bridals and it will be really sweet and beautiful, and I love the girl, so I'm excited to see her. And yeah, so that's the plan for today. Lunch is just like the hardest meal for me, but I just heated up some of the turkey kielbasa that I made the other day. I might put something else with it, but honestly, I just am not feeling anything else right now. Just got home from my shoot. Drew is making us burgers. Looks so good. Burgers with bacon. Good morning. It is the next day. It is Friday today and I just did my quiet time. I am uploading the photos from last night to do a preview of those photos. Yesterday I got 2 sessions done, which felt good, like they weren't due for a while. I think I'm gonna start editing a wedding that I had a few weeks ago just to get a head start on things. I'm very ahead right now, which feels good, but next week and the next week are gonna be absolutely insane. Just like so many different shoots and weddings and stuff that are gonna start piling up. I just love to get ahead on times like this. Today I don't really have like anything in particular scheduled, except I do have a call with the bride at 12:30. Something that I like to do for potential brides is like, if they're interested in me but don't know for sure, or even if they say like we want to book with you, I still just personally like to hop on a phone call with them, just to like meet each other, hear kind of more of like their vision for their wedding day and everything, just see if we align and like connect well, and then go over like questions they have. So that's what that phone call will be today. Then tonight we are going to the movies. Fridays are usually our date nights. I think we're going to see Godzilla versus Kong, but me and Drew love going to the movies. It is so fun. So that's our plan for today, and I'm just going to try to be really productive during the day, get a lot of editing done so I can stay ahead. I'm just having a burger for lunch that was left over from last night, and then I cut up Honeycrisp apple, and I'm editing and watching the same show as before. It's 2 right now, and I have a shoot next week. They really want like a flower field look, and right now like everywhere is blooming really beautifully with wildflowers, but in the south basically everywhere is private land, and so I don't want to shoot on someone's land if I don't have permission, because I've been kicked off of land before and it is not fun. And I also just want to be respectful of people if they own the land. I found this field a few days ago that I drove by on my way to my shoot, the bridal session, when I went to see the puppies the other day, and I pinned it, and then I looked online, found out who owned it, found his phone number. I tried to call him, left him a voicemail, he didn't answer, and then I tried to call him again today. It went straight to voicemail, so I am just giving up. I was trying to get permission from him, but that didn't work out, so I'm about to just ride around here and try to look for somewhere, do a little bit of location scouting, because there is a field that I know of, but it's like an hour away and it's even further from the couple, and so I just want to find somewhere that's closer, but it's just hard. So I'm about to just ride around. It's 2:15. I've been editing a wedding all day, and honestly my eyes just need a break, because there comes a point where I can't edit well anymore. I need a break, or else I feel like I can't see the colors. So I'm just gonna have a little location scouting moment and try to find somewhere for this couple. Home from the movies now. We saw Godzilla versus Kong, or whatever it's called, and it was very mediocre, very predictable. Like, I feel like I could have written the script, but the popcorn was amazing and the drink was amazing. We just still like love the movies. It's always a good experience, even if the movie isn't wonderful. But now I'm just going to shower because I have a wedding in the morning. I'll be there 10 to 7 because this one is 9 hours, and I'll try to get a few clips and see if I can remember. I usually am just like so in the moment and focused on like what's next and what I'm supposed to be doing, and just like capturing the day, you know, that I'm not thinking about other stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to just get a few clips to insert in case you're watching this and just curious about the lifestyle of a photographer, of weddings, and behind the scenes of that and everything. So that's what I have tomorrow, and I will catch you guys in the morning. home from the wedding. It's actually like 9:50. I got home almost 2 hours ago at this point, but it was a very beautiful day, very long and tiring because I just felt like I was standing up for so long, but it was a beautiful day. So happy that I got to be part of it and to document it. And it was actually a Russian wedding, so they do things a lot differently from American weddings, and it was cool to get to be a part of that because I've only ever shot one Slavic wedding before, and it was at a venue. It wasn't at their church, so it was different. It was more like Americanized, I guess. Like, it was kind of a blend of the cultures, versus today was just a Russian wedding. So it was cool to get to experience that, and I'm thankful for the opportunity and the couple. They're so photogenic and everything was so beautiful. So I can't wait to edit some previews, and I'll probably do that on Monday because tomorrow is my Sabbath. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to stick around for more videos like this one. I'm so thankful for you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.